Well, this will be somewhat long. Whatever.
Task my fist. Locate
Okay,
the
so
dead
why
and
am I
end
doing
them.
this one?
But the path will be fraught with peril.
Well, because of the fact that this particular run is the weirdest run I've ever had of Zombies mode. Granted, I haven't done Pug versions of Zombie mode very often, but this one I kind of sort of felt that it got even stranger than most of them usually do. And, yeah. Okay, so, at the beginning of this is actually pretty normal, except for the fact that we have 4 people as Magik. One of whom has the Lord icon for Magics. Yeah, Indigo Bird. Oh, you can't see chat. Darn. Okay, so what happened in chat is that Asian person said something about how they only chose Magik because the other 3 of us had already chosen Magik. And that doesn't actually know how to play Magik.
Do not succumb to the chaos.
In hindsight, it probably would have been better if I hadn't stayed at the same spot as realmrlizard. But whatever. This part, while it wasn't optimal, it actually worked out. This gets long. Yeah, because like
a champion has fallen.
Now that is something that you will hear a lot in this one. Because when you look at the stats for this match, the team, everyone together on the team had something like 200 deaths. Maybe more. Okay, so the HP bar colors. This is the spectator mode for replays. It shows his offense and defense colors. So the zombies all have blue bars because of the fact that they're the defense and players are the offense.
Alas, a champion. I fear this struggle may be as eternal as I.
Yeah. Notice how Indigo Bird got killed repeatedly. When you look at the match stats for this match, let's see, can I pull that up in this mode? Oh, I can pull this up. Yeah, here's the current match stats. Asian person already has 2 deaths, and we have just barely finished wave 1. Indigo Bird, only 1 death. Okay, sure, whatever. Damage done. Honestly, Indigo Bird at this point actually had a decent amount of damage done. And I'm kind of shocked at the way the ending stats ended up being for Indigo Bird. Because when you look at these stats, it's like, wait, did Indigo Bird just kind of like check out or something? I don't know.
Alas, a champion has fallen.
To be honest, Indigo Bird's stack of deaths would actually make sense if it was someone who's AFKing at the spawn point. Why? I don't know. At some point, Indigo Bird posted a cryptic apology. It's like, oh, sorry about that, and I don't know why. But yeah, looking at the stats here, it's like Indigo Bird was actually doing pretty good at this point.
Champion has fallen.
So I don't know. Now, one thing that's interesting is that, from what my observations of me playing as normal form Magik in games, competing against people who are actually using the demon form,
warriors will soon arrive.
I kind of get the feeling that some of the people who do the demon mode actually do end up doing better than me. I'm not entirely certain why. I'm not really sure if it's about being better or worse or what have you. Also, the boss fights get a little stupid, and I'm not entirely certain why.
Life must prevail over death.
Well, I'm thinking about this just like skip ahead in the recording ways, because I don't really feel like rewatching the entire 20-minute match. I think it was like almost 23 minutes total.
Alas, a champion has fallen.
Yeah, notice how that's Asian person that died. Asian person had the highest death counter. Early on in this match, I found myself needing to use the health pack several times because of the fact that I just didn't have anything that would actually, I'm exploiting the heck out of the soul rubber mechanic, and that's the only reason I'm not already dead. And when I do my card buying, I decide that I'm going to just like redraw repeatedly for several rounds, just because of the fact that I don't have a single copy of Vampiric Vitality, and I ended up just like completely wasting 2 rounds redrawing until I got Vampiric Vitality. Because I had, at this point, noticed just how many times the other players were dying. And it's like, you know what? I can't count on the other players to save me, so...
You fought well, but the war is far from over.
So, let's look here. Indigo Bird, at this point, actually has slightly lower kills than me, but also more deaths. Yeah, at this point, I haven't died a single time. The other players, a few times. Oh, wait, yeah, this is the final hits. Okay, Indigo Bird doesn't have a whole lot of the final hits, but this column here is actually looking pretty good. Somehow I have more final hits. realmrlizard just has a stupid number of final hits, but the actual number here isn't as amazing as the final hit. Oh well. Damage done. Indigo Bird's damage done is a lot lower than mine. But my damage done is like a third of what realmrlizard is doing, and I'm not really sure how. Wait, realmrlizard, real Mr. Lizard. You know what? I don't care. So damage block, you can actually see it in the recap, which it doesn't show in the regular thing. Yeah, Lizard has almost none, which is interesting. Just really good at avoiding taking hits, I guess. Asian person. Yeah. Not doing great. None of us has assists because we're not playing characters that would normally rank up as assists.
Alas, a champion has fallen.
Lizard is wrecking face. I mean, I'm trying, but I'm not getting that much damage in. Indigo Bird has like a third of my damage. Now, Indigo Bird is the person who somehow has the Lord icon for magic. How? Well, one thing that someone has told me about getting Lord icons, which I've never actually gone to the work of getting a Lord icon, but Lord icons are really more about using characters in competitive a lot, and not so much about actually being good at it, or so I heard anyways. Genuinely not sure why I'm healing. I do, however, seem to be healing. Whatever. Anyway, though, yeah, so at the end of... Let's see, what wave is this? Zombie Namor approaches. Okay, so that was the end of wave 4. End of wave 4, we have... I have, like a quarter of the damage done that Lizard does.
Choosing you for this mission.
But Indigo Bird has like a third of the damage I do, and Asian Person has half of that.
Alas, a champion has fallen. Alas, a champion has fallen.
Yeah, that was Lizard. My guess here is that Lizard has a glass cannon build set up, and anything that was, you know, able to actually land hits was just, you know, not doing good. Let's put it that way. Because, like, okay, that's the thing with the difference between human magic and demon magic. Human magic gets a lot more soul armor and is thus tougher and harder to kill than demon magic. Demon magic doesn't get as much soul armor.
Alas, a champion has fallen.
Yeah, look here. It's like the damage block for me is going up and up and up and up because of stupid squids and all of the other stuff are trying to kill me. At this point of the match, I think I had maybe. I don't remember if this was the point in the match where I decided that I absolutely needed Vampiric Vitality.
Alas, a champion has fallen.
I don't remember the exact point in the match where I actually bought it. Anyway, though. Oh yeah, that's a fun trick as magic. If you time it right, the stepping disc will actually cause the whales to be unable to damage you because of the fact that you're temporarily out of phase while you're jumping to the stepping disc.
Alas, a champion
It's very much a get good sort of timing thing because of the fact that you just have to nail the timing very carefully.
Alas, a champion has fallen.
Also, with Magic, I have my build set up to use a dash on E that is not targeted at an enemy, so that variant dash is actually very good as a escape because it'll just launch you forward. It doesn't launch you at an enemy specifically. Oh, see, I did it too soon. I hit the stepping disc too soon and got clobbered by the whale. And here I'm like, no squids, actually, how about no? Actually, yeah, it's like, oh yeah, that's right. This is the point where I decided that I absolutely had to have Vampiric Vitality because
Rise, my
see my real HP wasn't going up. My soul armor was the only thing keeping me alive temporarily.
My strength is back.
Yeah, I messed it up that time. To be honest, when you only get hit by one of the whales, it's really not that bad. And Lizard got the kill on Zombie Namor because of the fact that, well, Lizard was the one doing the most damage. See, you look here, it's like, the fact that Lizard had to respawn a few times, kind of impeded progress, sure. But, he still had quite a hefty amount of damage. However, you look at the damage block stat, that's different. And the healing stat, yeah, I'm not sure about that one. Does this mean that I actually was using Vampiric Vitality?
You
I
are
don't
of
know.
no use to me dead.
Survive this!
Yeah, I screwed up the placement of the amp. Now, see here, Indigo Bird also has a healing stat now. Yeah, this is one of those things where you really need a very careful balance between offense and defense. It's like too much defense and you can't kill anything. Too much offense and you die as soon as anything hits you. Which also means you're ineffective at killing things. Note how Asian Person is up to 21 deaths. I have one, which was during the Zombie Namor fight when I was trying to solo like 30 split things. Anyway.
Impressive. But can you repeat your success?
So, we are currently 17 minutes into the video recording. Yeah, there's 47 minutes of this match, and this is the end of Wave 5, and we failed to clear the Wanda boss fight. So I'm going to skip ahead, because you can't actually see when I what I'm buying anyway. So anyway, so here we are in the Wanda fight. Here's where things get weird and now let's look at the death stats quick. I'm still only at 1 death. Indigo Bird 21. Lizard is at 15, which okay. Notice how Lizard still has 0 healing. Yeah. I think that the healing stats are based on whether you have Vampiric Vitality. Asian Person actually does get Vampiric Vitality. At some point, apparently. Indigo Bird has Vampiric Vitality. Obviously, I have Vampiric Vitality.
Alas, a champion has fallen.
Hear that, though. Like, the rate at which they are dying, I'm basically soloing Wanda. Which I realized rather quickly into the fight, honestly.
Champion has fallen.
So yeah, it's like, yeah, my healing stat is above 60,000 because at this point I believe I had either 2 or 3 Vampiric Vitalities, which of course stack, that's what we're saying. Yeah, those red orbs, those are a massive pain in the ass, when she has that many of them. Yeah, you hear the sheer number of times that Khonshu says, "Champion has fallen." Yeah, Wanda's basically spawn camping them. Yeah, that got me. I got impeded by one of the orbs and happened to have one spawn on top of me and re-stun me before I could get off. And now I have like several of them just stacking the dots on me. Like having one of them is really big.
A champion has fallen. Alas, a champion has fallen.
Yeah, we haven't gotten to the bad part of the fight yet. Because, like, Lizard... Well, one thing that's interesting here is that Asian Person... If you look at it, Asian Person did have some sort of, like, a gear setup for, Magik, but apparently had a split gear setup, so it's, like, both the, human form and human form, equally statted, which is strange to me. I don't really personally understand that, but whatever. Yeah. I'm the only person on the team not KO'd. Because they're basically just getting wiped as a group. Lizard is at the very least getting in decent amounts of damage, but Lizard's problem is that Lizard doesn't have any recovery. And I have to use the stupid Khonshu tokens to avoid having the match end due to team wipe. Me using the Khonshu tokens is the only reason we didn't team wipe the first time I got KO'd in the Wanda. Yeah, Lizard basically has no recovery, which really hurts. If Lizard had had Vampiric Vitality, I think this would have gone a lot better. The end result would have been the same, but we would have gotten to there sooner. Yeah, he's just incessantly going. Yeah, anyways. Let's skip ahead to the end. Yeah, there's another 10 minutes of this, and I don't feel like going through all 10 minutes. So, we've managed to brute force it. Granted, me using the Khonshu tokens every time I died helped a lot. But, yeah, at this point I'm up to 11 deaths. But remember, my total was 12, so I don't die again until the finale. Yeah, notice my healing is already above 200,000. I think that I have 2 copies of Vampiric Vitality. Indigo Bird and Asian Person each have 1. It's just that Indigo Bird and Asian Person are getting dropped so much more often than me. They're just not getting in as much healing. Also, I have 2 copies, and as far as I know, they only have 1 each. So, when I use it, it's actually helping me more. Being able to see the damage block stat here, though, is like, dang. I had almost as much as the rest of the team. And now we have the finale, where we try to kill her and fail. Yeah, Indigo Bird's damage really... An Asian person... I'm not really sure what to say here. It's like, I don't know exactly what's wrong. I think that the both of them just kind of like don't really know how to do stats here.
Once more.
Yeah, the victory thing is wrong. Lizard got MVP for doing so much more damage than I did. And here's the final card. Yeah, I don't fully understand this either, but hey, there it is. The weirdest run I have ever had in this game. You know, from the perspective of this card, it really looks like Asian person and Indigo Bird basically accomplished nothing. But when you look at the actual damage stats, I mean, it's not that they didn't do great, but it's the ending part there that made things go weird. It's like Asian person, Indigo Bird, and Lizard were getting whack-a-mole. Like, here's the final death tally. I had 12. Asian person, who claimed to have no idea how to play Magik, which I can believe after seeing how they did. 92 deaths total in the 47 minutes we were doing this. 92 deaths. So approximately 1 death every 30 seconds. Lizard and Indigo Bird, you know, they also died repeatedly, but less often. So each of them is like a little less than 1 minute per death. And a lot of those deaths are in the Wanda thing. Because, like, see, because each of these white tick marks here is like someone got KO'd. And you see here, it's like after we start the Wanda fight, yes, you see it says monster, but it shows the face of the monster. And like about here is where the Wanda fight starts. Asian person just gets straight murdered as soon as the Wanda fight starts. And that's the mid part of the video. Yeah, I spent most of like 20 minutes effectively soloing Wanda. Not fun. Oh well. Anyways, that's enough of this video. Like I said, this run went really strangely. Lizard, if Lizard had had Vampiric Vitality, would probably have done pretty well. It's like the damage Lizard was dishing out was actually quite good. It's just that Lizard seemed to be a glass cannon build that really didn't have the toughness required to slug it out with Wanda. Me, well, trying to solo Wanda was a pain in the ass, and I sometimes got killed. But that was because I was effectively soloing Wanda. You know, that's actually an interesting thing. One last thing I'm going to look at here. See, Lizard's total damage here at the end shows 75 million, okay? Let's look at, let's see here. This is where the Wanda fight started. Go to this point. Now, it's still paused. Now, let's look at this. Yeah. Lizard's damage was already at 71 million or so, somewhere around there, when the Wanda fight started. So the majority of it was killing the masses of lesser enemies that we had earlier in the match, not during the Wanda fight. Now, Lizard, you know, not bad, but yeah, it's like Lizard's damage output during the Wanda fight really wasn't all that. Now, granted, We look here. It's like, okay, me, I'm at 15. Indigo is at 4. Lizard is about 71, and Asian person's like 3 and so a change. Okay, we get here to the end when she does her reality erasure thing and wipes the team. Now what are the damage numbers? Yeah, Lizard got like 3 million damage in the entirety of the Wanda fight. Like all of the Wanda fight, beginning to end. Which, admittedly, is actually more than I did, somehow. Well. Like I said, this is the strangest run I've ever had of this. Oh, well. We might have actually won. Actually, no. We wouldn't have won with even if Lizard hadn't died, because, let's face it, the sheer number of HP bars that Wanda had left at the end of Reality Erasure were a problem. Yeah, let's just call it a problem. We really were not killing her fast enough, and that was just because the fact that Indigo Bird and Asian Person's output was just... Now, mine, I wish mine had been higher as well, but theirs was... yikes. Anyway, I think this is because of the fact that they have... there's a focus split. Like, Lizard is actually properly committing to the Demon Soldier bit, which apparently worked out quite well. At least in terms of raw damage. Survivability, no. But raw damage worked out quite well. Me, I had great survivability. Damage is perhaps not as good as I needed it to be. Indigo Bird and Asian Person, as far as I can tell, they actually did like a split.
Alas, a champ.
No. I want to go to the back to the ending card.
Triumph. The world is cleansed.
Yeah. Oh, the actual recording is over, so I can't skip this. Gah. Okay. Whatever. Anyway, though. Yeah, because it's like see how it has like numbers in both of these. This is your point spending on the character screen. They have a mixed focus in red and blue. It's a bad idea. Just don't. Also, I didn't realize that at some point that Asian Person and Indigo Bird were actually transforming into demon form, which is a bad idea because of the fact that the normal transformation is something you can actually get killed while doing. Might explain several of their deaths, actually. If they were getting killed while trying to transform into Darkchild, that would explain a lot. Because, like, Lizard is actually just, like, permanently stuck in the Darkchild form. Oh, also the spawn camping thing. That would probably explain a few things. It's because, like, Lizard's... Lizard needs to survive long enough to activate Darkchild form in order to go back to fighting. So if the spawn point is covered by red spheres, Lizard was probably getting killed before he could return to Darkchild form. That would explain some of those deaths, yeah. Because, like, Lizard was basically a okay, I can't, like, say Lizard is incompetent. Like, seriously, the damage stats say Lizard was throwing out a lot. So, can't say Lizard is incompetent. Not at all. Not a bit. Oh, yeah, Asian Person. All of these are basic icons, which suggests that Asian Person didn't assign any of this stuff. Now, this shows that Indigo Kid or Indigo Bird chose the permanent demon form, which wasn't using the permanent demon form all of the time. I don't understand why not. Oh well. Anyways, I think it was actually the lowest leveled person on the team. Yeah, it's like this green yellow box here on Lizard means that Lizard has fully maxed out the blue path and spent no points in the red path at all. Indigo Bird and Asian Person seem to have like done a 50-50 split between the red and blue, which means that a lot of the points are spent or wasted because of the fact that if you're permanently in demon form, red points don't matter. I actually haven't gotten to a high enough level yet to fully max out the red path, which, if I had, yeah, I would have lasted longer. Because like fully maxing out the red path, what that actually does is it makes the soul armor better. It doesn't actually increase my damage, but it gives me a lot more survivability. Alrighty then, well, yeah. Like I said, this was the weirdest run I ever had of this event. Never actually had a 4-man team of all the same character. I don't really understand why Indigo Bird's stats are so bad. Although, Indigo Bird having split focus does explain a few things about why they were dying so often. It's because you actually have less HP if you split your focus too. That's the thing that with this. Boy. Alrighty then. Well, that will be enough for now. See you guys later.